Hey boys and girls, Tim here. Just a little short video to show you a few things that I'm working on. Of course, you know about a few of the things a couple of the Pro Street cars I've been fiddling with. Got kind of aggravated with the AMX Pro Street, so I've shelved it for now before I throw it against the wall because I'm not happy with the wheel tubs and a few other things. So that's gonna sit temporary. For me, when things, I'm not having fun, there's no point. You know, I don't know how you guys are, but I build a lot of different things, and I just, I don't know, it wasn't, the basics are there, but I'm just not happy with so far. So anyway, I've got other projects that I'm working on. I've always got a dozen things going on or more. This is one of them, the Hydroplane, which is the Miss Budweiser 1/25th scale hydroplane. And as you can see, I managed to get some more paint on it. This is still in the rudimentary stages, so it's kind of rough. It's had one coat of clear over the initial base coats, and then I taped this off over the weekend and did some flames on there. Still got some flat spots on it. So the next step for me would be to hand pinstripe around all of the flames, and then do any little touch-ups I need to make on the base coats. Like here, I got a little, somehow managed to nick this. I don't know how the heck I did that, but anyway, I've got to fix that. And once I do that, it'll be ready for probably the first coat of clear with some flake. And then, you know, once it's flaked, if I'm happy with it, it may take a few rounds of flake, but once I get that done, then I'll do 2 or 3 coats of regular clear just to seal it all up. So that's I had originally planned on lettering on here, you know, on top of the flame layer, excuse me, Hydroplane, but I like my flames too much. I don't want to cover them up, so I think I'm just going to put the Hydroplane thing on the display base back here. So here's my Fink driver. He is 3D printed. He's not too bad. I got these from a guy on Etsy who's now selling them on eBay, so you can find these. I think it's Ape J Customs, which is APEJAY Customs with a C. But I had to just add on just a little bit here onto the front of him to seal up the rest of the cockpit. I'm going to make a gauge cluster. There is a windshield that goes on here. And tonight I painted the motor, so it'll be ready to go in there. I modified the motor, only just the exhaust pipes. I added some long, crazy looking kind of exhaust pipes out of tubing, and I just sprayed it with a new color, Tamiya spray paint that I'm trying. It's called Leaf Silver, L-E-A-F, and it's almost like a flat chrome. I like it. It's different, and I was going to do this. I use the acrylic chrome paint, the Candy 02, which is from Createx. I use that a lot, and you put a black base coat down and spray the chrome over it like you would with Molotov or, you know, one of the other older ones. But I like this Leaf Silver. I'm working on a little egg plane of a P-51 Mustang, which I sprayed with it, and I liked it so much, the finish of it, that I thought I'm going to go ahead and do the motor. So that's what I did. So anyway, so that's in the works. Little teeny tiny project I finished here. This is a 1/25th scale ride-on cooler. You probably see people riding these at car shows. This was 3D printed also by Iceman Collections, and I buy a lot of stuff from him. Good family bunch. They do good work. Prices are right most of the time. I give him shit about some of the pricier stuff, but anyway. So I did a little custom paint on that, and just another little something to sit in the diorama. You probably see this crazy thing sitting in the background here. This Gundam robot with the huge pecker cannon. This is one of those weird things that just showed up in the mail from my buddy Chuck. You never know. You just randomly get a box that might have a farting frog in it, or some rubber dog shit. You just never know what you're going to get when he sends me a box. But this was in one of them. This is and the cannon actually raises up and down. The appropriately. So anyway, or inappropriately, whichever way you want to look at it. So we'll just skip on right past that. And then this is an original Brother Ratfink kit that I'm getting ready to start doing assembly work on it. I had to, I see I keep things in little tubs like this, keep everything separated. I had shown you, I think a month or two ago, that I modified the frame on this because the bike just never looks right, and so I changed the rake on the frame. You can see I laid it back. I've got some sanding to do in there, get that cleaned up, but I cut it off and laid it way back, so this thing's more like a full-blown chopper. And I was kind of waiting until I shot some hot red, which I did. I sprayed the mouth that's going to go on the inside. This has to go into this front section of the figure first, so I taped it all off and did the hot red, taped it off, and I'll put it in there. And then after I spray him, he's going to be gray. After I spray him, then I'll have to very carefully reach through his teeth here. I've done this before with some Mr. Gassers. It's not easy, but kind of reach through there with an X-Acto knife and peel all this tape out of the inside of the mouth. I do that because I fill all the seams, and of course with him being split right down the middle, obviously you're going to get this massive seam all the way down his pants and his arms and everything else. So I'm going to be filling that seam. So that's how that happens. That's what's going on. So that's kind of in the works. I'm getting ready to start putting some stuff together on that one too. So other than that, I'm building a little an egg plane. I've never built an egg plane before, but I was gifted a couple of those little kits, and one of them was a P-51 Mustang, which I always loved. Years ago, I lived by a small airport here at the end of my street, and we had a fella out there who was an ex-NASCAR engine builder, and he had a P-51 Mustang, and the whole body was like chrome or platinum, whatever you want to call it, super shiny, like chrome looking, and it had a Chevy big block 454 in it, all aluminum NASCAR engine that he put in this P-51, and every evening he would take a sunset flight over my house, and when he took off at the airport, it sounded like a dragster coming down the drag strip, and he would blast over my house and out over the ocean here. And I loved watching him fly that thing. He was usually pretty low level when he came over here. The thing was really loud, really noisy, but so cool. And I loved that. And I've always liked the P-51s anyway. I think it's just they're kind of like the hot rods of airplanes. So that's right up my alley. So anyway, I got this little P-51 egg plane. So I'm building that. And I did most of the assembly work today just in a half hour. They're very easy little kits, but they're super detailed and they fit together really good. So I sprayed that with the leaf silver tonight, and then I'll do the prop. It comes with some really nice decals, and I'll do the prop in a different color and decal it all up. So that'll be a first for me because I just generally don't build stuff like that. But I did spray the interior parts for the Going Buggy tonight, which is this thing back here. This is a Monogram Mattel kit, so you know the age of that one. So that's that one. That's one of the kits I'm working on. I've got the bug body is painted. I've got the other body all in base coat. And as you can see, there's a million other projects sitting back there and all my work materials and everything else. So anyway, so that's what's going on. So that's my update for today, and I'll keep you posted as some of this other stuff progresses. And got some other things coming. I've got one of the 3D print guys is printing Ed Roth's Yellow Fang Dragster, that's something that everybody's wanted as a model kit forever. I've seen some really good scratch builds. Tommy Moore recently did a really good scratch build of that about a year ago. Did a great job. But this 3D printed one, they're offering in, I think, 24th scale, 16th scale also, which I've got a 16th scale one coming. And I've already got their chicken coop dragster. It's a company in Canada. And they're on, you can find them on Instagram. And I'm drawing a blank on the name right now, but I'll tell you guys, I'll mark it so you know who they are. But my buddy Chuck's actually having them print a 1/8 scale, which is going to be just crazy huge. So that'd be awesome. And they're even offering the decal sheets for it. So you might want to check that out. Look that up. You could probably, just look that up on Instagram. Just put in, Roth's Yellow Fang and see if it doesn't come up. But really good guys. And I've talked with Kevin, and they're really about making everybody happy. I've had the kit ordered for a few weeks, but they weren't happy with the engine when they printed it, so they redid the whole thing. They made some other modifications to the body. They found a few little things they wanted to tweak on the tail fins and a few other things. So they're waiting to ship until the thing is perfect. Goodbye me. I'm hoping to build that pretty quick once I get that. And so anyway, I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. But thanks for tuning in. And I've got another short video that I shot out in the garage earlier just with the iPhone, just showing you the other stuff that I was painting out there tonight. So you can check that out too. But thanks again for coming by. I'm over 500 subscriptions now. I'm totally stoked. I think as of yesterday, 511. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you checking out my work. It's really flattering. It's nice of you guys. A lot of nice comments, and I love looking at your work too. It's opened so many doors to look at so many other people's work with similar interests. I love all the Ed Roth and Stanley Mouse stuff and Rat Finks and all that. You guys know I love that stuff. That's my thing, and I really love it. If you guys, I still have shop cards. If you want one, give me a shout. Email is ratdaddystudios with an S on the end at gmail.com. Check out my website. There's thousands of pictures on there. I got some great galleries of stuff on there. Not only my work, but some of my friends' work. And in particular, the late Sonny DePalma, who was my friend and mentor for many years. His birthday would have been the end of this month. The 29th of this month is his birthday in heaven, I guess you'd say. And he would have been 69 years old, but we lost Sonny about 10 years ago. But I have collected well over 1,000 pictures of Sonny's work, so check it out. It's one of the most popular galleries on the website, has been for many years. But I'd love you guys to come by and take a look at it. I had a record number of hits. I had over 36,000 hits on my website last month. I've never had that many. That's about 10,000 more than the highest number I had before. So I appreciate you guys checking out my work, and commenting and sending me emails and stuff. It's really cool. So thanks again. I will see you soon, and I'll have another video up hopefully in the next week or so. All right, take it easy. Thank you.